my fellow readers. My name is Greg, and this is Ghost Readers in the Sky. Today's a Tuesday. It's a Tag Tuesday, and today we are doing the box office tops and flops tag. This was created by Heather at Heather Reads and by Meg at Books Off the Beaten Path. And I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat. Here's the prompt as written. Using YouTube Studio, look up your 5 videos that got the highest number of views and the 5 that got the lowest. Answer these questions about each video. Why do you think this video got as many or as few views as it did? For the 5 highest view videos only, do you think each video warrants as many views as it got? And for the 5 lowest videos only, can you think of a good reason why more people should watch these videos? This will be kind of fun. Actually, I was thinking this might be a fun thing to do annually or on some kind of regular basis, especially since I'm still just getting started. And I have published 69 videos. This one right here will be number 70. So I don't have a big number to draw from. There are still some patterns, and I think they're somewhat similar to what others are seeing. I'm going to share them with you. Let's start with the lowest rated. There are 2 categories of lowest rated, and these are, the lowest one has 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26. So from 10 to 26 views is where these low ones are. 2 of them are book reviews of memoirs, and it's not surprising to me that memoirs don't get big view counts. 2 memoirs of people nobody's ever heard of don't get big view counts. And third, I was a pretty brand new booktuber when these came out, and I was still kind of trying to find my booktube legs, as it were. The other 3, and many of you will guess this, they are, what do you think? Yeah, you're right. It's the poetry stuff. It's the cowboy poetry. Lowest rated one, my video with the least views, 10 views, is a reading of Omar Barker's poem, Pert Near, which is a great poem, and I did a great reading. Next, with a view count of 16, is Banjo Patterson's In the Droving Days. Again, I read that really well. It's a great poem. And with 18 views, An Ordinary Morning by Elizabeth Abert. The cowboy poetry, I have thoroughly enjoyed doing it, and I have a good number of people who've watched all or most of the cowboy poetry and who comment regularly. But it's poetry, which just isn't a draw for the most part for most viewers. It's also poems by poets that very few people have heard of. I knew when I started the cowboy poetry, when I started doing this regularly on Thursdays, I knew these would be low view counts, and I don't care. And the reason I don't care is that I have a lot of viewers who do enjoy them. I enjoy finding these poems and reading them. I don't see any reason to stop. I'm not even sure there'd be a reason to stop if nobody watched them. And I don't think we're in danger of that. I think there's a good core group out there who enjoys them. And I'm going to keep doing it. But those are my low scores. Poetry, me reading poetry, and the reviews I have of memoirs that came out very early in my booktube career. So that's the bottom end, and that doesn't surprise me at all. the cowboy poetry, everybody should watch that. I think it is a fantastic genre of poetry that most people are not familiar with. It's down to earth, it's gritty, it's real, and it can be also really funny. So yeah, these are definitely, the cowboy poetry definitely worth more views. And I'm going to put a link to the cowboy poetry playlist in the description below. So I think I said earlier, I have 177 subscribers and I have 69 videos up. Of those 69, 7, so roughly 10%, 7 of them have more than 100 views. This kind of surprises me. At number 5 and at number 2 are part of the Books That Made Me series that I've done. Books that I read as a youngster that had an impact on me and helped guide some of the books that I read now, that have helped guide some of the reading I've done all through my life. Videos, and 2 of them are in the top 5. Number 5, with 114 views, is the one on Star Trek novels, particularly those James Blish novelization of the original TV show. And at number 2, with 141 views, this one really surprises me, Willard Price and the adventure books, Amazon Adventure, South Sea Adventure, Safari Adventure, Lion Adventure, so on and so forth. I loved these books. Alan over at Alan Reads has also talked about his love for these books. Nobody else talks about them, so I'm really quite surprised that I think very few people have read Willard Price, and yet here it is number 2 on my most viewed list. I'm surprised, but it makes me really happy. At number 4, and also at number 3, these kind of pair together. They are event videos, both of these for June on the Range, which I got a chance to co-host this year. That was a lot of fun. So number 4 is my June on the Range announcement video. It got 114 views. It's actually tied with the Star Trek Books That Made Me. And then in my weekly roundups for June on the Range, week 4, for whatever reason, got more views than the others. 125 views for June on the Range, week 4 roundup. Number 1 on the list, with a big whopping 200 views, my only one with 200 views, far and away the leader, is the Private Eye July announcement video. That really doesn't surprise me. Private Eye July was an event that people really enjoyed. A lot of people were diving into private eye novels who either had never read the genre or who had read just a book or two. And a lot of people tried one for the first time, or for the first time in quite a while. And this was the number 1 video I had was the announcement video with 200 views. It was an announcement and a potential TBR for the event. And that really doesn't surprise me. Of course, got some help from others who were promoting the event. Jim at Mystery and Mayhem, who was our chief operator, who coordinated the whole thing. So it makes sense to me that there would be the event videos And I would think that that will continue to be among the top things that I do. And I think the takeaway here is I'd love it if more of you listen to, watch me reading cowboy poetry. There will be another poem up on Thursday. I haven't given up, even with as low as 10 views on some of these poems. I'm not giving up. This was a lot of fun. This was a good tag. Heather and Meg, you put together a nice one. Pat, thanks for tagging me. I've seen some other people do this tag as well. And I do think it's something that will be worth revisiting to see if it's the same kinds of things that are at the top and the bottom. I kind of expect so, but that's a hypothesis that we can test. So thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in today. Of course, if you want to do this tag, do it. All you got to do is sort your videos by view count and take the top 5 and the bottom 5 and ramble on. Thanks so much for joining me today. Till next time, my name is Greg, and this is Ghost Readers in the Sky.